Hey everyone, this is going to be your daily reading for Wednesday, November 28th. Working our way through these final days. Still can't believe it, it's insane. Whew. Alright, so let's get into today's reading. So I've already pulled our rune for today. This is, I believe it's Dagaz. Again, one of these days, I'm totally just going to look it up. And I'll be super prepared. I'm pretty sure it's Dagaz. This is the rune of awakening, which I love. Can be multiple things. I always kind of think it's not exactly the same type of energy, but it's kind of like the world card in a way to me, because it talks about seeing both the light at the end of the tunnel as well as a new kind of surprising opportunity kind of being thrown on the plate. So very much ending of an old cycle and kind of witnessing the beginning of the new cycle, which beautiful energy. But for us, I really see this as a like light at the end of the tunnels type of moment. I think what we've been working on, we are slowly starting to see manifesting. And if it feels like it hasn't, it is coming. So it's something that you will be able to visibly see soon. I think a lot of the people anyone who's like feeling like it's not happening or don't see it coming, I don't think that the signs aren't there, but I think maybe it's not physically present yet, which I think is the part that can be a little discouraging and kind of saddening in a way. So even if you don't see it yet, or you can't put your hand on it and feel it and touch it, just know that it's coming. And honestly, it's coming from believing in yourself, believing that this opportunity is yours and that it's coming, and having faith. Because the more you doubt it, the longer it'll take to come. So just continue to believe that you can do it, that you can accomplish this goal, and that it truly is coming to find you. No matter if that sounds crazy or not, you just gotta have faith. Alright? With that said, let's hop through some cards, because I feel like this is kind of the moment. I chose the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Seemed appropriate. Okay, and I feel like since this is a little vague rune by itself, we'll pull a couple cards, because this can definitely be manifesting in multiple ways for us. Let's get this bad boy out of the way. Nope. First one out, touch the sky. Okay, we got 4. We'll go with that. Alright. Got Rose Garden. That's a fun one. Abracadabra. House of Flowers. And a Flower Spirit. We've seen this one a couple times actually. 3 flower cards. Touch the sky. Abracadabra. I'll wait to read these, but I feel like the emphasis on the sky with these two kind of make one path, and the 3 flowers over here make another. Let's see. Da-da-da. Start with this guy first. Alright, touch the sky. Lost in thoughts, isolation, sanctuary. Oh, here. Let me hold it up for you guys. There you go. A young girl with long braids looks down to earth from up in the skies. The small bird on her shoulder keeps her company in her cloud sanctuary. She is holding one of her braids like a lifeline, as if she is expecting somebody to climb up to her. Sometimes we are so overwhelmed by our feelings and sensations, we escape into a condition of withdrawal and separation. It is hard for other people to follow us there unless we give them a sign that they are welcome. So what I was talking about, you guys feeling a little sad, missing out, your opportunity isn't coming, this is definitely your path. Isolating out of sadness. Not the best place to be when you need a little bit of support. Alright. feel like abracadabra is kind of going to be the response to that. Well, let's see. Abracadabra, magic, secrets, patterns, destiny. Rising from a kingdom of skyscrapers, a giant woman glows in the cityscape. She is so tall she can touch the stars all around her. With her magic wand, she coaxes the future from the constellations. Oh, she's coaxing the future, is she? There is such order in the universe. In the golden ratio of the nautilus shell or the patterns in the starry night, we can unlock the secrets of the universe. We are all the magicians of our own lives. Well, if those two don't go together, I can't. Alright, so, for sure, anyone who's feeling a little lost, a little sad, a little lonely, a little isolated, the answer is, again, knowing that you are the magician in your own life. You create your reality. So if you think it's not coming, guess what? It's not coming. If you can have faith and believe that it's coming, it will come. Do not stress about it. You must have faith. Let's check out our floral sisters over here. I feel like we're going to go in numerical order. So we got this guy. Rose Garden. Sensitivity, awareness of nature, integrated whole strength. Look at this beautiful woman who has transformed into a flower. She holds a red blooming rose to the place where her heart belongs. Her hair has become a leaf blown by the wind. She is a part of nature and grows stronger with her every gentle touch and loving gesture. She is not alone. Her friends, the caterpillar and butterfly, are here to visit. Thorns threaten to prick her, but she is not scared. A rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite of them. Beautiful. Here, I remember Flower Spirit from our last one. But friendship, soul, tenderness, joy. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she is a source of inspiration and joy. Her childlike vision helps her see the good in all things, especially herself. And last but not least, House of Flowers. Power of nature, joy of life, diversity, beauty. Out of this small white house on the top of a hill burst flowers, full of life and rich in colors. It is like an explosion. The two ladies walking by look tiny in comparison to the giant falling leaves. They enjoy the enormity of nature, the power of its diversity. But even a single bloom in a vase can transform a space, each petal a world unto itself, and a wonder of creation. This card signals love for life in this moment, full of energy, beauty, and joy. I didn't even recognize the flowers, or not the flowers, the leaves falling. As I kind of compare these two little card groupings, I kind of feel like what they're speaking to is about your tribe, so to speak. I think it's the people who, are still seeking theirs and searching for theirs, and then the people who really have found that support group. And it's not saying this person's alone, these people are happy and surrounded by people. I think the message is they're looking for you just as desperately as you are looking for them. So again, just have faith and be open to it, and kind of just be available for that. And then here, one, I feel like there's a huge link to nature, because we got 3 floral cards, 2 of them that explicitly speak to a connection to nature. But they all speak about friends, groups. Like if you think about it, all of these cards have, if not a pair, have a group. So in this card, it's obviously the woman, but talked about her friends, the caterpillar and the bird. Here, she is the soul of the plant, so they come together as a unit. And then House of Flowers, you have 2 women, taking a morning stroll together. So I think this is really about unity and sticking together and finding some more support among your friends and within friendship, which I think is great. So it's lean on those who support you, be open to the ones that are coming to find you. looking at this, I feel like this new beginning that is kind of talked about in Degas is really about self. I feel like this is a self-awakening for a lot of us. Alright. Let's see what the cards have to say. Someone flip over. I guess not. Alright. Oh, we got a lot of swords here. Alright. Oh. So I will say, I feel like a lot of us are feeling a little blue. And I say that because the abundance of, like, I just see, like, these blue shades in all of these cards, and it's really standing out. So I'm feeling a few of us are feeling a little sad, a little down, maybe a little sorry for ourselves. Don't do that. I'm going to tell you that's not where we need to be right now. I say that because of these first three cards. So we've got the Page of Swords, which is a new ideology, new belief system, new thought process. So I think this is a new way of seeing ourselves, a new way that is much more honest and not so critical and not so mopey. This is an honest look at ourselves, what we need and our motivations and what's driving our feelings right now. We also have the High Priestess, which is also an energy of going within and in a way evaluating. This is checking in with your intuition and really listening to it and being open to it and being receptive versus kind of checking into our fears and panics and, this should have been, this could have been, why isn't this, how come, all of that stuff. This is really quieting all of those external worries and just checking in with, hey, how are you feeling? What's going on? I say that because you also have a bunch of mental energy in the rest of this deck with a whole bunch of swords cards. So we have the Four of Swords here, which is talking about needing rest. This to me is really about quieting that mind, not focusing on so much, not absorbing so much. Like, just shut it all out so you can get like a nice mental reset. You also have that growing to the Eight of Swords, which is feeling trapped. So I feel like the trap here is like the negative self-talk, the self-saboteur. This could be with, ideas of romance and a partnership, maybe a Gemini as well. Could just be causing maybe some mental stress. But I feel like whatever anxiety is being caused, either by this, idea of partnership or possible Gemini coming in, I mean, could actually be a couple signs. But it's literally just in your head. It's nothing physical. It's probably nothing that even warrants this much energy and this distraction. Bottom of the deck is Six of Swords, which is leaving, discomfort and trouble to safer waters. So I feel like this is really our solution right now, is to move forward and move I was going to say beyond and past, and it came out past. I don't know how that happened. But it's really moving past this idea, this mental mold, I think, that we've created for ourselves, because it's not a real mold and it's just limiting us. We've kind of trapped ourselves in what we think our life is supposed to be and what our lives are supposed to look like right now. And maybe not even what they're supposed to look like, it's kind of what they do look like. In a I almost want to say like jaded, critical view from where we sit on the inside and we judge ourselves. We've created this block and this barrier to grow because we've kind of like, well, this is it. Here it is. This is what I've experienced. Here's this moment. This is it. And this isn't it. This is not it. There's so much more outside of this bubble that we are meant to experience. As I say that, these two cards, which are right above each other, are really sticking to me. So if you look, I want to have them up and down, but if you look at this guy, or this woman, she's inside this, pretend little force field bubble that looks like a ball. Right above that was the High Priestess, who's looking into a crystal ball. I almost feel like this is our present physical self inside of the ball. And our higher self is looking at that and just being like, why? You can do more. Let yourself out of the cage. You're free. Go for it. I honestly feel like that's what kind of energy is flowing through that right now. Because it's true. You are capable of more. So whether this is a possible Gemini kind of messing with you, whether it's just ideas of thoughts and, romance kind of messing with you, don't let it stress you out. So I know you're probably sitting in the fields today. Don't let that bother you. Keep your eye on the finish line. Keep your eye on the positive. Whatever goal you have envisioned, keep your focus on that. Keep doing that. Don't sit around waiting and wallowing in this energy when you could be doing something. Alright, my friends. I hope you make it through today. If you are having like a little emotional moment, don't forget you do have people you can reach out to. You aren't alone. Alright? Love you guys so much. If you want to reach out to me, again, all my contact information is in the box below. Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. My personal email's down there as well. Let me know how I can be of service to you. I love you guys so much. Have a great Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.